me to have breakfast because I'm freaking starving. Hi guys, good morning. It's been such a stressful few days. I will get into all of it a little bit later. I don't have the time right now because that seems to be like the new theme of my life. I don't have time for anything. I barely have time to eat. So it's 8:55. Hugo has speech therapy at 9:30. Theodore is down for a nap. I am almost certain that Theodore will be awake right before speech therapy starts. So I'm just like mentally preparing myself for that fiasco. And yeah, I will I'll check back in a few and I'll give you the update on everything that's been going on because it's been an actual, I've been a stress ball and these past few days have been unreal. Let me eat. Wow. This is Hugo's Valentine's Day present. Now PJ Masks. Like a little art kit. So cute. Open? You can do it. Where's mommy's coffee? Okay, so we have about 10 minutes until Hugo's speech therapy appointment, which I actually thought might be a good cutoff for me so that I like have to stop talking. But if you're following me on Instagram, this is all gonna sound kind of redundant, but it is my reality currently, and I wanted to share it with you guys in case you don't follow me on Instagram and don't know what's going on. So, been so stressful. It's been such a stressful few days. Last week, and it's funny because I had wanted to, originally I was thinking like, oh, I'll vlog. Theodore had a doctor's appointment last Friday for his 3-month checkup, and originally I was like, oh, I'll vlog it because I think I've been vlogging his like doctor days. That way I can talk to you guys about how he's doing, and it's just like a sweet thing to remember and keep on film. I'm like aging myself. Keep on the intro, I don't know, just keep. So, but I forgot because last Thursday, Jeff and I had doctor's appointments, just annual physicals. And I'm kind of over it now. As someone who has always been hypercritical of myself, as someone who, as a dancer, Pilates instructor, just like as a woman in this world, has suffered from poor body image, low self-confidence, like disordered behaviors, plus postpartum. You know, just all the things. We went to the doctor last week and my GP, toward the end of the appointment, like the whole appointment was fine. We had talked extensively about how I was postpartum, how I had a C-section 3 months ago, how I had a 4th-degree tear before that, how I have a toddler and a newborn, things are crazy. At the very end of the appointment, he then says to me, you need to lose weight. And he said it that bluntly. He said, you need to lose weight. And I was just like, I didn't register, and like looking back, I regret not saying something to him and not calling him out. But I guess I was just so shocked in the moment of like what was going on, and like he's a very, I mean, I'm gaslighting my own experience, but like he's a very nice man. He's a very nice man. I'm sure he didn't mean it, but that still doesn't make it right. And I still need to expect professionals to do better. Because then after he said you need to lose weight, and I was just like, I know, yeah, He was like, eat, you know, eat cleaner, eat. And I didn't say like, oh, I'm a vegan. I eat pretty clean. I was just like, yeah, okay. And then he was like, lose weight. And then he left. And looking back then, like as the rest of Thursday progressed, it was like, wait a minute. I'm 3 months postpartum. I had major abdominal surgery 3 months ago. 6 weeks ago, I just got cleared for like movement. You're expecting me to lose all of the weight I gained during my pregnancy as I was like growing and sustaining a human life. You're expecting me to just lose all of it, as if like lose weight, as if I don't want to, as if that's not in my head all the time, as if I'm not criticizing myself all the time, as if I don't want to get to like my pre-baby body. And that's the problem. Like we expect women to just like bounce back so fast, but like to hear it from a doctor was, and it's not even like he prefaced it as like, hey, like your cholesterol is high, or you know, it for your thyroid, like if you could add in a little bit of physical activity, that would be great. It was just lose weight. So that really upset me because I just felt like, I just felt really attacked and like then really bad about myself for the days afterward. And today's Monday, and it's like the first day where I haven't looked in the mirror and like criticized myself, or you know, like then you just can't get that voice out of your head if that is something that you struggle with. I wish I could be the type of person who was just like, oh, F him, like, for, you know, I will lose the weight, but like, you know, I'm breastfeeding also, which we'll get to. Anyway, so that was really upsetting, and we are going to change doctors, and like we were already going to change doctors because I just wasn't in love with the office we were going to, but that sort of solidified it. And I felt really bad. I felt really bad about myself and just really bad about the whole situation. So then something else happened on Thursday, but I won't even go into it because it's just like so ridiculous. So then Friday rolls around and we have Theodore's doctor's appointment. I take Theodore in, and it turns out he is in the less than 3rd percentile for weight and in the 9th percentile for height. And that was obviously extremely concerning for me. And since that appointment, I have been so stressed out, so stressed. My doctor, not my doctor, but Theodore's pediatrician, checking the time, Theodore's pediatrician was really great about it. She did not make me feel like it was my fault, which I'm so grateful for, because obviously already, like, as moms, we feel guilty, everything is our fault. She said, you know, he's sleeping so well. He's still sleeping so well. He's sleeping 9 hours a night, 10 hours a night. And during the day, he's so smiley, such a happy baby. And she was like, for those reasons, I don't think he's not getting enough. Like, if he wasn't getting enough, you would know. He would be screaming. He wouldn't be sleeping so well. He'd be up all the time trying to feed. But he might just be really, really small. Or, you know, we'll keep an eye on his weight, and at the next appointment, if he still hasn't gained very much, like, we can start talking about other options. And so, I don't know, it was, in the moment, I was like, I felt okay about it, but again, as like more time has gone by, I felt more and more stressed about it, and like more worried, because my mind has just been kind of racing. And since then, I've been so stressed about breastfeeding. And it's hard because stress affects your breast milk, and surprise, surprise, all of a sudden, guys, I have like no supply. And I felt so confident before about breastfeeding, and like felt so good about like how our breastfeeding journey was going. And I mean, he did gain weight, he gained a pound, but he's in the less than 3rd percentile for weight. And that just is so worrying to me. And I've had a few people message me on Instagram and say like, oh, that was my baby, and then they caught right up, or, you know, that's totally normal. And I'm trying to remind myself of that, but like now I've just got this like underlying stress about it. And my supply has just, plummeted. It's plummeted. And I'll talk to you guys later, because it's almost time for his session, but I'll show you some of the things that I've bought. I bought like all the supply things, all of the like trying to increase my supply things. As of right now, I feel like literally nothing is working. And I'm like, is it mental? Is it not mental? I don't know. Like, I don't know. It's just the most stressful thing. Like when you are struggling to feed your baby, it's so stressful. So that's been the past, and like that happened Friday. I've been so stressed about it all weekend, like all weekend. So I've been trying to like feel calmer and calmer, and every day I wake up, I feel like I have a little bit more of a handle on things, but oh my word. So, all right. That's the long and short of everything that's been going on. We're gonna have his session now. I'll catch up with you guys a little bit later, and I'll show you everything that I bought to try to increase my supply. And you guys have been so wonderful on Instagram. Thank you so much to those of you who have sent me messages and like supportive messages after I talked about the doctor thing, my doctor, and then supportive messages and advice on Instagram about my supply. Oh, Theodore's waking up. Hugo session's in 3 minutes. Look at that timing. Oh. Hugo had a session. Theodore was up for the whole session and then was like sort of freaking out when the session ended. And something that is recent since we started giving him like supplementing with my frozen breast milk in a bottle is that now he like refuses to feed on my boob, just like a really fun game. And like another thing that's causing a lot of anxiety and stress is that now he like doesn't want to latch on at all, and he only wants to drink from the bottle. So I like my brain just can't even go there just yet, like with the like exclusively pumping thoughts and stuff. I feel like I have no time because I have no time for anything. All right, anyway, Hugo, actually we have to have some cereal. It's time to have some cereal. Are you hungry? You want some cereal, sweet boy? We're gonna do cereal and then Hugo's gonna go down for a nap. This morning is flying by the way. Here's what I'm having for lunch. I'm having some oatmeal. I ordered some brewer's yeast off Amazon. It should be coming soon. And I'm having a body armor. I will make a whole video on like breastfeeding, what I eat in a day. Or like the foods that I'm eating to increase my supply, even though right now I feel like they're not working. But yeah, let me know if that's something that you guys would be interested in. Or if you have any other recommendations, any other things that I should be eating or drinking. I'm taking all the supplements. I am drinking this. I also have coconut water that I'm drinking. Oatmeal, the brewer's yeast is coming. Yeah. So Theodore woke up and he was screaming. And he like won't latch now because I think because he's had the bottle, he like refuses to go on my boob anymore. And I was trying to get him on my boob, he wouldn't. It's 12 o'clock. I just put Hugo down and he woke up, of course. Side note, I get literally 0 moments. 0 moments. So Theodore's up. I'm trying to get him to latch. He will not. And so then I grabbed the last 2 packets of frozen milk I had in the freezer and I gave it to him. And immediately after he was screaming, like screaming, he's calmed down a little bit now, but I think I have to give him formula. And like, who cares? Who cares? Like, and like if you care that I'm giving my child formula, like come and tell me to my face. And you try to like feed my baby off your boobs, please, because this is like so stressful. It's beyond stressful. Like every cell in my body is so stressed that if they all feel like they could explode. I'm so annoyed that like somehow in the past few days like our feeding went from fine to like horrible. And I don't know like why. And I have some feel like I'm thinking I have like some inkling why. Actually my mom just texted me and she was like, maybe it's your thyroid. She had like read somewhere that thyroids can sometimes impact breast milk, which would be really like would make a lot of sense. It's just insane. Like it's so frustrating. I hate breastfeeding and like I love it all at the same time. Because when I thought things were going fine and like when they were going fine, like it was great. But like when things aren't going fine, it's the most freaking stressful thing in the entire universe. And like luckily we have these like little formula samples that they sent us earlier. But like I hate that I feel so guilty. I hate that I have like people's voices in my head saying like that I'm a failure or like judging that I'm giving him formula. When like, I'm sorry, do you feed babies off your boobs? You did in the past? Well, that's great. I'm so happy for you. Like, that's amazing. Oh, you didn't? Like, then you need to quiet your mouth, you know? I'm so annoyed. Anyway, at least he's a little calmer now. I don't know. I don't have the answers. Yeah, funny. I don't have the answers. So I just talked to my aunt, who is a lactation consultant, and I feel a little bit better. I still feel like very overwhelmed, I'm trying to like put you down somewhere. It's like so precarious. I still feel really overwhelmed and confused and nervous, but I'm gonna try to just let it go and we'll figure out what's going on. We will figure out what's going on. Theodore will be fed and like all will be fine. All will be fine. Anyway, I don't even know what this was. This was like a weird update video on what's going on in my life. My battery's about to die, so you know what, I'm just gonna finish this out here. That's currently what's happening. My mom's coming over a little bit later. She's gonna help me with bedtime and bath time, which is gonna be great. And yeah, anyway, when I know more, I will let you guys know. If something helps or works with my supply, I will let you know. And if there's anything that you know that could help me, leave it down in the comments below.